5 seconds. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you here today. I am delighted that the British Prime Minister has brought with him a truly distinguished business delegation, which requires the best of the industry, including companies which are well known names in India. Economic and commercial ties are a major driver of any strategic partnership between nations. I hope and trust that your visit will be an indication of a greatly strengthened business relationship between India and Britain. The United Kingdom is one of our important trading partners and the fourth largest investor in India. I am happy to say that Indian investors, by all means, have also taken a keen interest in investing in that country. While the figures are encouraging, they also indicate that the levels of both trade and investment are lower than they could be. Prime Minister and I have decided that we should aim at the improving of our trade turnover during the next few years. We hope that the forum will look at the practical aspects of difficulties to trade and investment and explore new ways to force partnership and collaboration between the two countries. I hope your visit will give you a direct feel of economic development and prospects in India. India offers a large market, a young and creative population, and a stable investment climate. It also offers the prospect of a steadily expanding market. Despite the global economic recession, we are sure to return to a growth line of 8 to 9% per annum. Our economic growth agenda, in all probability, is complemented by a firm commitment to general social policies that will make our growth sustainable and broad based. Our infrastructure has lagged behind the rate of growth and presents a major challenge. We need much more investment in infrastructure sectors such as power, roads, railways, ports, and aviation. We have outlined a grand program of investment in these areas to meet the deficit. This is based on a combination of public investment and public and private partnership. The public and private partnership route at the same time should offer attractive opportunities for British investors. Of course, the rest of the Indian economy is also open for investment by British investors, and we welcome you in a wide range of activities. Collaboration in the areas of industrial innovation, research and development, vocational training, design, and quality are other major areas of mutual interest. Over the years, we have progressively relaxed our guidelines for foreign direct investment to encourage and facilitate such investment. I can assure you that we will do all that is necessary to make doing business in India easy and trouble free. We are determined to create a stable and transparent investment climate in India. The global economy is at a stage of deep transformation. India is a part of the changing global economic scene, and its economic influence is set to increase in the years ahead. I invite you to join us in our socio-economic change as investors, bankers, and traders. Our government, in partnership with the government of the United Kingdom, will continue to encourage close business ties between our two countries. I am very happy to announce the constitution of a group of ministers under the chairmanship of the Honorable Minister for Commerce to find out the ways and means of improving the business relations between the two nations. Though the countries all over the world have experienced troubles, The economic and financial control measures followed by us are appreciated and, in fact, being adopted by many foreign countries. Honorable Chief Minister, we wish to bring to your kind notice the following few lines for favor of your immediate attention and action. As you are aware, there is severe power crisis in all parts of the state, as a result of which the production has been reduced considerably. The recent power holiday for 3 days in a week has further forced a large number of small scale industries shut their factories, throwing out of employment thousands of workers. It is not out of place to mention here the loss suffered by the industry in particular and the state in general due to the fall in production. During the last few months, we have received orders worth crores of rupees from abroad due to the economic recovery in those countries, and we were happy to express our willingness to execute the same within the time stipulated. However, the sudden power cut has not only watered down our hopes, but the nation has lost valuable foreign exchange. At the same time, it is informed that many proposals of new industries have been temporarily set aside and in some cases have been moved out of the state. In view of the above, we request the government to have a systematic view of the position and take appropriate measures to improve the power situation to a great extent and minimize further loss of revenue and respect of the state. Thanking you, yours faithfully.